Good morning. How's everybody doing? It's 7:32 in Chicago a.m. All right. Futures are higher. Back up to 685 now. All right. So we're moving up, moving back on up. Now I got some thoughts about the markets and we're moving up here. As we see here, I got this up on a 5 minutes, so coming back down a little bit here right now on the S&P 500. After a nice move here, we closed out at 683 on the head. All right, so higher here, about $2 here. We'll see. We're still going through. We still got to get through this guy here, but look at the hammer that they put up on the month. We are inside week. I mean, it's just unbelievable. All right, so futures are better. QQQs, same thing there. I'm still sticking with my same numbers on support levels. Stuck around here on the SPY, 678.47. I'm not going to move that any higher yet. Because we'll wait and see what's going to happen there. All right, so SPY, there you go. And Qs, we got down to, where did we have our numbers at yesterday on the triple Qs? So I think I'm at like 613 and change. All right, so I'm not moving off of that number yet either. All right. Now I'm gonna say 615.13. All right, so I'm not jumping. I'm not getting too crazy with them. All right, so what's going on with the diamonds? Well, the diamonds, I think it's time finally again, and we've talked about this before. Yeah, they're gonna go, and then they don't go, and they fail. There they go, they don't go, and they fail because what happens? Things triangle out again and again and again and again and again. All right, so but we look at the diamonds here. Now we had a good day yesterday. All right. Now we were picked up yesterday big time by healthcare, and the healthcare, I think that was all part of the deal to get the government open. I guarantee government probably opens today. It looks like they all got together collectively and cut the deal, try to keep the people's premiums down for their insurance, and that was part of the deal, and that's the deal, okay? Because the art of the deal. All right, so diamonds, a nice day up. Look at the hammer up, how quickly it hammered back up on this the inside month here, okay? So diamonds got back up to 480 just on the overnight here, okay? We backed off of that 480 when we made that move to the upside. Looking here at the daily back here, right? So we got there. We triangled out. That's what we do. Okay. Now we triangled out again. Okay. Now the question is, do we continue to just keep going, or do we pull that little, triangle out thing again? And there probably will be a little bit of a pullback. I wish I could say it's going to happen at this time. I can't really put so hard to put a time on it, but I like to put time on it. I got guys that are talking about the stock market crashing for 25 years. Dude, you're not making a call. Okay, you're not making a call. If you're saying that the stock market's going to crash, when? 20 years? So I'm more inclined to say, maybe there's a little bit of a pullback here, and then I think we're going higher though. All right, so Dow Jones Industrial Average, I believe it's going to 50K. I got some work up on that on Twitter this morning, or X, or whatever you want to watch that thing. All right, so that's my thoughts there on the Dow. All right, and what's pushing the Dow? Well, we should get the industrials. Okay. They got to get them. All right, it's got to be there. All right, and XLI is still trying to get the act together here. Let's put this up to a 60 It'll make it look better here. All right. So and even shut down. I don't want. I'll keep the overnight open because we could see. So 154.77. We're higher now this morning, guys. All right. We're 154.68. We're going to be looking to take a day up. Okay, on XLI. All right, and then you're gonna watch. I'm not gonna say discretionaries right now. I think the banks again. You know, little tie red on the banks, but I think they can, they can hang along on the ride. Let's just say that. All right. So XLF doesn't really need to do too much pushing. Just needs to be in there and staying in there. Okay, that's what we're at. Now, XLV just made a huge news yesterday. All right, and they're tired today. I went through a lot of tech names. Healthcare names, and I got a few that I'm going to talk about, but a little tired. A little tired, right? United Healthcare is a little lower this morning. Cigna seems to be better out of the group. So we'll wait and see. I'm a little hesitant on these guys right now. I wouldn't go after healthcare this morning. All right, I would just sit back and let's see if the utilities can get going here. All right, 89.52, slightly higher here. You got a 2-1 day too, so we're looking for a 2-1-2 coming back up. We're gonna have to get through 90.08, and we're a little bit below there right now. All right, so we'd like to see the utilities get going. What else do we want? What else do we want to see? We want to see XLP. We want to see our quit stumbling out and start moving to the upside, okay? XLP, nice day yesterday, and this morning they're higher, all right? 77.54, all right? So we're right there. We're going to be sitting right at yesterday's close. All right, so we're looking for the XLPs. We're looking for the XLUs. We're looking for the XLFs. XLB is just a beast because you got your metals, and the metals are never going to die off. All right, metals are forever. All right, 87.71 here, a little higher on XLB. All right, gold is unchanged. But Newmont's a little higher. Freeport McMoran's a little better. GDX is a little higher. All right, metals ain't going to give up. BTG and Coeur d'Alene, there's two you can watch, two little cheap guys. BTG, this is the little guy right here. B2 Gold. All right, so there's trying to get a little bit better. This one's still kind of stalled out with the month. So I would be careful on that one. And CDE, these ones are chasing. So if you like the chase stuff, then get after it. But I don't like the way the shooter down and the hammer's starting to form up a little bit better. All right. So there were a couple of the cheaper ones. All right. Oklahoma's higher. Some of the nuclears are higher. AI, right? AI. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about AI. I think that the best three stocks, okay, is pretty simple for me to look at. These are my thoughts, just mine only. I think Google definitely going higher. Okay, and Lisa Lee, AMD. I mean, AMD was a nobody, and AMD has gotten into this race in a real big way. All right, so my top three are Google, AMD, and the stalwart Microsoft. Okay, higher this morning now, taking up to 510. All right, we know buyers are back in control, guys. All right. So 2 back up here. All right. AI. I think the AI is still in the belly. I don't think it's even given birth yet. All right. So that's my thoughts on AI. And artificial intelligence is going to deplete so much of our energies. Now, we're building what? How many nuclear reactors right now? We're building over 200 nuclear reactors right now. Now they're talking about taking our natural gas to get AI. All right, they're going to deplete all of the world's supplies to feed this beast that's become created here. All right, so just be aware of that. They're going to need energy from wherever they can get it. And how about the water that they're going to take? All these data centers that are being built up right now, what do you think that is going to cool these data centers, because they're going to have massive computers, right? And they need water to cause a vapor to cool these things off. All right, so just put it in your head. It's down the road. I hope I get to see it. We'll see, because I think it's a lot farther away than people think. Like I said, 10 years ago, they talked about electric cars. Everybody on the street would be driving electric cars. Now there is more, but there's nowhere near the numbers that they were talking about. So this thing is still out, but if you're looking at the top three, I just named the things that I think are the top three right now. This Avgo, Broadcom, Oracle. Oracle's doing horrible. It is trying to get back here. Avgo's trying to get back a little here on Broadcom. In NVIDIA, I don't know what's going on in NVIDIA, right? They just want to partner up with everybody because they need cash. All right, so that's my rant for AI this morning, and that's the three stocks that I think that if you want to be in AA, I think these are the best stocks to be in. Okay, that's my thoughts there. All right, on that notion, so we'll go and we'll talk about a couple of names here that are going on here this morning. So we got this morning on the gapper list, we got Circle coming back down. Circle, CRCL. All right, this guy's coming down here on Circle this morning. 94.40, guys. Where were we? 98.30 was where we closed. We were down yesterday anyway, but we did get up to 102.63. We're taking day down on this one, guys. So Gapper back down here, down looking like 92 bucks and change. So we have a slightly gap down to the downside. It's already been beaten down too. All right, so Circle. This thing was like $289. Crazy talk, right? It was way up there. All right, Circle. This was a new IPO that came out not too long ago. All right, so lower this morning, trying to fight back here a little bit right now, but stuck here below. All right, so full-time frame continuity to the downside on your Circle. All right, Circle. There you go, CRCL. And then Lisa Lee was just here. She was just talking, and she's talking about AI and all the power that they're going to need. All right, so AMD, better. I mean, just a beast. Right back up to 252. Again, top three: AMD, Microsoft, and Google. I wouldn't play with any other of these stocks. I think these are the three that are definitely going to be. I don't even put NVIDIA in that group. All right. So 252.40, man, right back up on the AMD. It's gonna take this month right back up to the highs, and AMD goes higher. Google goes higher, and Microsoft has been down on its luck. And I'll finish that with again on Microsoft. I do want to make another point about that one at the end there. All right, so that's moving this morning, and we got the same stocks here. Rocket Lab again, higher again now, 52.62, coming back up another day here, 57.06. So we're going to be inside day on Rock, all right, on the Rock RKLB. That one's going to be inside day to start the day. All right, that Micron's a little better here, 246, closed at 241. So Micron up about $5, with the Q's coming back up here, all right. But you see that there's been some bringing it back in a little bit as it moves. So Micron, a little better here this morning. Not even in the same category as AMD. Forget about it. All right. So what else we got here this morning? We got a couple of names here that are on our healthcare. Now I'm not excited about healthcare because it just had such a big day yesterday. I think they're going to probably try to settle in today and see what they want to do. Got up to 153 though here on the overnight. Now it's pulled back in a little bit, 149.99. So Agilent looking to maybe possibly take a day up here. All right, so that one's a little bit better. There's not much. I'll tell you, I like this beat down Sarepta. I'd buy this one than any of them. That finished with an outside day yesterday. All right, Sarepta get back up to 1833, trading at 1792. Was higher on the overnight, kind of pull back. This thing's garbage. All right, but remember, it was trading at $189 not too long ago. All right. So I think back up to that 2023 area, and then we'll see what happens from there. My BBAI's higher this morning, too. All right. So here's another one that's trying to get some attention. I think that's all it's looking for is attention, right? They're all looking for attention. All right. 639. These stocks are like they're like children. All right, 639. Oh, me. What about me? What about me? So 639, 640. That's going to be inside day handily on the BBAI. All right, so BBI a little bit better here. It's still stuck inside. I'm not going to talk about the nuclears because they just keep running up and they keep puking out. You're so far away from nuclear reactors working. You know, they say 2030. All right, it's going to be longer than what you think it is. Okay, so maybe we start to see some things around 2031, 2032. Now, data centers are being built like crazy because they can do that because they got the computers, they can get the spot. But what are they going to delete? They're going to deplete all of our water. All right, again, that's what we talked about earlier. All right, so BBAI a little better here. You know what I like this morning? I like Cisco. All right, Cisco is going to report after the close today. It's higher already today here. It's 72.26. It's trading just around the yesterday's highs. It's not sexy, all right? It's stuck inside on the week, and it's red, and it's stuck in the middle with you, so it can't be changed, all right? And then Cisco, there's your month, still pretty red. I'm not saying that you want to go after it right now, but I think Cisco is definitely better, and it closed at 71.71, and it is trading at 72.18 this morning. I kind of like Cisco a little bit. That one I'm starting to like it even more and more every day. I get those networks, right? RGTI. Here's another one. It's in the news every day. Rigotti. So 2-2 down yesterday, but was fighting back, and it got stuck in the middle at the end of the day. Trading slightly higher here, was up to as high as much as 31.98. 31.98 doesn't get us out of the day. All right, so watch Rigotti. That one's been pretty hot. Everybody's been keeping an eye on that one. How about on man? Yesterday had the earnings, and what the hell happened here? All of a sudden, on is blasting. Look at this thing to the upside. All right, so guess who else is running with it? Oh, yeah, this guy. He woke up yesterday, too. Nike, where are you coming from? 64.43 from 63.15. What the hell is going on here? All right, I think Nike goes higher. All right, she's probably going to triangle out 25 times, but she's still going to go to 70. All right, so be prepared to get knocked out a few times, but I think that Nike will get back up to $70. I think as we start to get closer to Christmas, and I'm looking at the retailers. They're not great. The discretionary's a little better. Starbucks is better today. McDonald's is better today. Chipotle Mexican Grill is in the garbage can. I don't even know why, but it is what it is. All right, so on the retail side, Nike looking real good here. All right. Look at Nike looking real good here. All right, so we'll see what happens there. Again, when it comes to the healthcare, cool your jets. cool your jets. That's my things. My thinking there. Lucid is in the news this morning. Lucid, LCID, electric cars, going back down into the crapper. All right, 212 back down. Where are we right now? Closed at 16.99. And it looks like we're going to take lower here. We're trading at 1668 on Lucid, coming back down. I didn't even look at Tesla. All right, Teslers, what are you doing? 442.19. She's backed off. I hate this daily setup. This is horrible. I don't see him getting out of this right now. Tough times here for Tesla right now on this one. Probably going to have to try and go back out some and bring them back in a little bit and see if they can turn them around again. Metals are going to stay strong. Coinbase is in the news too here. What's going on with Coinbase? The Bitcoin's been taking it on the chin. 310 here though, up $6 on Coinbase, but you're still stuck inside day. All right, so no hurry to go after Coinbase. That's all garbage too. So keep an eye on the circle. This Weave CRWV looks like it wants to come back real quick from the hit it took yesterday. Look at the day. Look at the week down. Good luck, buddy. Look at the month down, all right? Full time frame continuity to the outside. Do not go chasing any of this garbage, all right? CRWV, all right? And look at NVIDIA. I'm telling you, NVIDIA is just selling off pieces of chunks of every piece of garbage that they have. I think this Sam Altman, I think he's a pretty smart guy, but I think he's luckier than he is smart. Okay, so NVIDIA, that's my thoughts there. And I still think that that we are going to get another move to the downside on AI. All right, and what are the three stocks that you're going to be interested in buying when the market comes down? AMD, Microsoft, and Google. That's it. Those are the top three guys right now. They're running the show, and that's the way it goes. That's my thoughts. Okay, and then I'm going to leave it with this. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is going. Okay, one hell or high water. It's going to triangle out. All right, for sure. It's going to triangle out. And it's going to go back up to the highs. DJI. All right, 47,927 guys. We're going to be at 48,000 here on the opening or close to. Okay, I think and the futures are pushing here along. Here, I'm looking at the Qs right now. We're trading at 625. We're up another $4. SPY, we're up another $3 this morning. We were higher. We were up to 686. All right, so step aside. These guys are going to go get the highs, and who's going to take it? The industrials are going to take it. I hope the utilities can join that party, and I hope that energy can even join that party a little bit. Healthcare, just too much of a move yesterday, so let them consolidate. They'll turn around, and the good ones will emerge, and the bad ones will go back into the garbage can. All right, so that's my thought there. What else here? Amazon, garbage. I wouldn't touch it. GILD, really, really good. GILD on that healthcare, and I like Merck. And Merck's coming back down a little bit right now. I think Merck's pretty strong. This Gilead is doing good work, man. Doing God's work here. All right, there you go. Nice day up yesterday. It's a little bit lower this morning, but I think that thing gets back on track. All right, so that's all I wanted to really talk about. Keeping a couple of eyes on some retail stocks. Nike's waking up, and on. Unbelievable move here after a disappointing earnings yesterday, and today up $12. I don't know. I don't know where they're coming from, but Nike all of a sudden is looking better. Boeing is garbage. Don't touch that. All right? I'm going to say it again. This AI. They're going to deplete everything that we have on the planet to fire these things up. All right, so know that these data centers are going to need just ample amounts of water to cool these computers off. All right, I like Cisco. Cisco looks good. I think Cisco's going to start making a move to the upside. So that's what I thought. But again, top three: Microsoft, AMD, and Google. I wouldn't touch NVIDIA. I wouldn't touch anything. I think they're all going to fall apart again. I think they're way too much in their infancy, and their thing is 20, 35, 36 before we start to really see what's going on with AI. All right, like I said, the analogy about the electric cars, right? 10 years ago, we had electric cars. Everyone's going to be driving one. It's not the case. All right, so they like to push things around and say that it's going to happen quickly. So I've been on a little bit of a rant today, so I kind of like it. All right, Fang Energy a little bit better here this morning, and BJ's I like spotty retail stocks. All right, BJ's one of them. Look at this thing, full time frame continuity to the upside here. This one looks pretty good. All right, BJ Wholesale. This thing was up to where? 95 just recently. But go back, this thing was 115 bucks, if not even higher. 2-2 up on the week here, guys. Trying to take month up. All right, BJ's looks pretty good. All right, futures are better. Dow Jones Industrial Average is going to 50,000, and it's I don't know when, and it's going to triangle out 5,000 times, but it's still going to go there. All right, so be prepared for that. All right, I will be talking to you sometime during the day. 25 minutes. I went on too long of a rant here. All right, so be good, be good.